Bulls fans. This is not what we want in our Bulls team. Lack of heart, lack of compassion, and it seems like just lack of awareness. I don't know how you guys are feeling. My name is Marcus Couch. Welcome to the Windy City Breeze post-game show. Bulls just don't seem to have it together. They lose this one in grandiose Bulls fashion by the score of 114-91. And I know a lot of people are pissed off out there, and we're going to get to those phone lines. Here's the number right now, 773-900-8097. But, wow, Pat the designer already making his presence known. You don't want to wait for this, do you?
Hey. I love this team. Marcus, don't you love this team? Don't you love the Chicago Bulls?
I do.
Don't you love the Chicago Bulls? Aren't you a Chicago Bulls diehard?
Yes.
I love this Chicago Bulls. This team is by far the most annoying, least amount of fight, least amount of continuity, least amount of consistency team I've seen in Chicago Bulls history.
I agree.
This team is a joke. And you know what, AK? I hate to say it. I love what he's done. He's got to make, you know what, Jayden, shout out to you. Hate to say I told you so. You told us so.
Yep.
You told us so. I believed in this team. I believed in Zach LaVine. I believed in Nikola Vucevic. You know what my belief got me tonight? Versus the Knicks team that kicked your butt the night before in a game winner. What did we finish out the night with? Hold on. Let me look at some numbers real quick here. 114-91, the Bulls lost here. Zach LaVine had 17 points. DeMar DeRozan had 14 points. Nikola Vucevic had 9. 9 points, bro. And here's the thing. This is the part that people aren't going to rock with, right? How many times have I said this year? Patrick Williams is playing better. Kobe White is playing better. Kobe White's playing better on both ends of the floor. DeMar playing subpar. Vooch playing subpar. Zach playing subpar. The people you brought in, Drummond, Dragic, have played up to par. Your stars have let down your GM. We've never seen that. Shout out to the Chicago Bulls. Your stars let down a GM that believed in you, just like every Bulls fan in this chat has. Your stars let down you. Your stars tonight accounted for a little over 30 points. The Lakers suck, and Anthony Davis is a top 10 in the MVP race because he gets 30 points. Over 100 in the chat. I'm not even yelling tonight. Your stars have let you down. It ain't been the bench pieces. Dragic has been as advertised. Javante has played up to par. Kobe's played up to par. Caruso, a little up and down. I give you that one. Your stars have failed you. Or should I say, the wannabe stars. Your wannabes have failed you. That's what they look like. Your wannabes have failed you. That's what this team has become. You can blame Billy Donovan. You can blame, guess what? Billy Donovan can't make shots. You want to know what Zach LaVine was for the night? Zach LaVine was 7 for 12. What star takes 12 shots? What star takes 12 shots? I don't care what the game is. I don't care what the moment is. 12 shots, bro? Stop playing with Chicago, bro. Stop playing with my city, bro. We got the phone lines up. I don't even know, bro. We got the phone lines up. Go ahead, crack it off, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. This team is everything that everybody else told me that it was gonna be.
Yo,
All right, we got the 313. You know me.
What's up,
What's
man?
up, bro?
What's good, Marcus? What's good, Pat?
What's going on?
How you doing? Can you hear Pat?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, can you hear Pat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear y'all now. All right. It was just problems all around. Like Patrick Williams started out, get a quick 7 points, right? And then it's not like he disappears. It's like they just don't look for him no more. Like he was the hot hand. And it's crazy if you watch the games. Like it's like whatever side he on, DeMar looking at the other side. If he on the left side, DeMar looking at the right. If he on the right side, DeMar looking at the left. I don't get it. Like I just don't get it. And then like if Vucevic gonna play like that and don't want to score and getting killed on the boards like that, then just put Drummond in. Like play somebody that actually will rebound because that's his strength. And it wasn't.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Shout out to you. Can you hear me?
It is with Zach. He is a terrible entry passer when it comes to the bounce pass. Like it just gets taken all around, and they was on the corner pass all day. Like every time they try to penetrate the hole and throw to the corner, Jalen Brunson jumped that pass all night long. And the last thing that I noticed that was just crazy was that they didn't stagger DeMar and Zach minutes at the end of the game. Like both of them was out at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth. We was just running the lineup with like Kobe, Devontae, Drummond, Dragic, and like Ayo or something.
Shouldn't they be?
Like, what's going on?
I mean, don't we have two stars? Shouldn't they be out on the floor at the same time? I know.
Not at the same time. You know how we stagger them at the end, like DeMar come out and then we.
But you don't stagger them in the fourth quarter.
That didn't happen in the at the end of the third quarter. Both of them was just out.
No, but you know what? Here's what I.
Stacey King has said. He said the Knicks don't have an offensive team in, they just got a defensive team in. Like, why was and that's where like when you said Zach was 7 of 12, I don't know exactly how many minutes he played, but it's like those was his minutes where he could have got shots up.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't on the floor.
No, but Zach was on the floor. He played 30 minutes. He was on the floor. Here's my problem tonight, right?
Okay.
Here's my problem tonight. And shout out to the caller. What was your name, bro?
This is Ricky Fontaine.
Oh, Ricky, what's going on, bro? Ricky, what's going on? What's happening, bro? My bad. No, here's my problem tonight. We can have beef with certain players, but there's no system here.
Uh-huh.
There's no system here. Vooch took
true.
8 shots tonight. Vooch took 8 shots tonight. 3 of them were 3-pointers. He's 1 for 3.
That's true.
There's no system here.
You know what I think the real problem is, and his magic is gone. It's DeMar. You have to base the entire offense on him, like not our offense, but that's the only way that he can play is through ISO. He doesn't cut. He's not a catch and shoot player. He's not like a real slasher. You get what I'm saying? He's not a hustle, not a hustle scorer. Yeah. The only way you can get him to score is to give him the ball and everybody to get out of his way.
You're not wrong.
No.
You're not wrong. Now here's the wild part. Here's the one thing I will say, Ricky. I will not kill Billy. I will not kill Billy Donovan for how he staggered the roster, because this is the roster that I said, hey, what if you don't play your starters, or what if you do play your starters in the second quarter instead of in the third? That don't work.
No, I'm not mad at the staggering. Like as a whole, I was just mad at staggering tonight. Like you can't have a section of the quarter where DeMar and Zach sitting on the bench at the same time. Like I was wondering, like, did somebody get hurt? Was there some foul trouble going on? You get what I'm saying?
But we've done that all night. Like, we've done that all season. We've done that all season. But here's the thing: we do that in the second quarter, the quarter that we score the least. We do that in the second quarter. Guess what? Tonight, Billy said, I'm not going to do it in the second. I'm going to do it in the third. It didn't work either.
No.
I'm pissed about where we're at, but Billy is legit trying.
Yeah. I'm not mad at Billy as a whole again. Like it's just weird because, like you said, how we do it in the second is the same way how we do it in it's the same way how you said how it happens in the second. That's how it is at the end of the first. I forgot who comes out first. I think it's usually DeMar, and then Zach just finish out that quarter.
Usually,
Zach finish out that quarter. they swap each other. And that's what I'm saying. In the third quarter, there was no swap for each other. It was like they both just sat out together, and you just had the guys out there trying to put up buckets, and it's like, what are we gonna do? Like, neither one of our real scorers are in.
It ain't the answer. It ain't the answer 110%. It ain't the answer 110%. Appreciate you as always, Ricky.
Thanks.
But I'm not on the blowing up guy, and it was good to talk to you. I ain't talked to you in a minute.
Yeah,
so, and nice to finally talk to you, Marcus. I'll be around.
Well. Thanks,
y'all
man.
have a good one.
Ricky's a great one out here. Shout out to Ricky Fontaine in the building, man. Showing love as always, man. Marcus, I'll ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Where's the blame? Where's the blame for what this team is? Is it AK? Is it AK getting bamboozled by the players, which is still on AK? Is it Billy Donovan? Is it Zach LaVine? Is it a specific player, right? Like, where are you looking at this team and you're saying you're failing me every single night?
It's multiple angles. I mean, could it be everywhere? Yes. AK is, I think, a false prophet. I don't think he is what he is. He's had a couple good players, but in his past, but what's he got? What's he gotten us?
Here's what I'll say. I'm not gonna go that far.
Okay.
Because you know what? What he's gotten us is respectability. We were not respectable.
Are we now with our record? Really?
With our record, no. With our organization, yes. I'd rather have a respect.
Okay, but see, that respect was built with the things that are up in the rafters.
No, not at all. Because I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. No player right now gives a F about Michael Jordan.
Okay.
I love Mike, right? Like I think Mike built up so much rapport here. It allowed the Bulls to have that rapport for a solid 10 years. No player right now in the NBA gives a F about Michael Jordan.
Well, but the fans in Chicago do, and that's part
we
of
do.
I could see that the statue. Hell, even you last week had your picture with your girl in front of the statue.
Oh, so, yeah. I love Mike, and I love the legacy that he's built here. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, you have to be past that. Mike is what we were.
Yeah.
When's the last time we won games like with Michael Jordan?
Not since Derek and Joakim were on the team. Did we have this kind of blowout?
No. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, right, if we lost games like this with Tom Thibodeau coaching us, we knew going into the next game, oh, they're gonna destroy you.
Yeah.
They're gonna destroy you defensively because Thibs is going to kill them.
Everything else, yeah. Yeah.
And so for me, right, like the Chicago is not your selling point. You had to get back to respectability. Michael Jordan doesn't mean a thing. Michael Jordan's great in Carolina. Shout out to you out there, bro. And you'll always be what this team's highest point was. But he doesn't mean anything to people coming here. So you had to rebuild respectability. I love AK for that. I think AK did that. The one thing that I'll say is, if you looked at last season and I told you DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic were going to be mid this season, would you have agreed with me?
Mid? No.
All three of them.
No. I mean, here's the other telling thing is I'm already, because of the fact that I watch other games, I'm seeing, pretty close. It's getting pretty close to the opening of all-star balloting and things like that.
Yep.
I wouldn't vote for anybody on this team for an all-star.
I wouldn't vote for anybody in this city for an all-star right now.
No.
Like legit. And that's the problem. Right? Like we looked at last season and we said DeMar DeRozan could be there. Zach LaVine should be there because of how he played going towards the all-star game. And you know what? Here's the thing. I think Zach LaVine, the part that people don't understand when it comes to the NBA because they don't look at it in a real sense, right? Like, you get paid for the work that you did, not for the work that you will do.
Right.
Derrick Rose got paid for the work that he did. Derrick Rose was the MVP candidate, should have got paid. We should have never paid Derrick Rose. That's stupid. Zach LaVine got paid for the things that he did do in Chicago, not for the things that he will do.
Maybe.
But you know what? That doesn't excuse the play that we've seen this season. That doesn't excuse the level of leadership that we've seen this season. And I think that's the biggest loss that Chicago Bulls have had this season. There's been absolutely no is Billy Donovan the leader of this team?
Can I play something for you?
Let's do it.
This is Billy opening his press conference 2 days ago when they got their ass kicked the first time. Now, all of you out there, you tell me in the chat, I've worked with people like this my whole life who talk a mile a minute trying to cover their tracks. I don't know if he's on Adderall or he's just a bullshit artist, but you be the judge.
No, I mean, I thought our guys really competed and got back in the game. Obviously, they got off to a hot start. I think it was 11-2 to start the game, and I think we're maybe down by 8 or 9 at the half, and then we kind of had a really good third quarter, and we were kind of in a little bit of trouble, and we found a way to get it into overtime. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well tonight from the 3-point line. I really thought we competed. I thought that the challenge for us tonight was I thought we really got caught in some situations of leaving our feet on a lot of shot fakes, which led to fouls. And then I think the other part of it, too, was we got hurt on the glass. I think if we can clean those things up, which are controllables, I think that's positive. But I thought our guys physically competed. I liked the way we guarded Randall at the end of the game. I thought Brunson made some really great plays. I thought 2 of Grimes' threes were, we got the ball out of Randall's hand, I think, or Brunson's hands, and they found him, and we went out there and contested. So I really believe we're fighting and competing. I just think there's detailed things that we've got to get better at, because some of those things are just adding up. The fouling, the leaving our feet, guys stepping through, missed blockouts. Like, those are the kind of things I think we got to get better at.
How long is, bro? What is that?
I'll be honest with you, right? 2 nights ago, by the way, Lil Mama in the chat. Shout out to Lil Mama. Hit that like button if you're not here. The one 2 nights ago, I would have agreed with you. The Bulls didn't play bad in the first game versus the Knicks. The Bulls did not play bad in the first game versus the Knicks. There was a cap to what they could do, and that is the problem that we're seeing right now with DeMar DeRozan, with Zach LaVine, with Nikola Vucevic. There shouldn't be a cap to what we can do. The Bulls didn't play bad the first game versus the Knicks. In this tonight, the Chicago Bulls looked like an absolute joke.
At the third quarter, we were already hearing Stacey King and Adam Amin off track. They knew that the wheels were already off this thing.
And here's the problem, right? This is the tough part. There's no answer for it. There's nothing that I look at and I say, you know what the answer is? Hey, DeMar DeRozan, make more shots. Hey, Zach LaVine, make more shots. Play better. DeMar, play better defensively. Are any of those things the thing that we can guarantee?
And there is no next man up either. Like, if DeMar's having an off night, we can't yank him and put someone else of equal stature in the game to take over, because there is no one.
Not at all. And you know what? This Bulls team to me is just it looks like a young basketball team, and they're the 3rd oldest team in the NBA. That's the problem.
It shows when other teams make runs. And
I'll ask you this, right? I'll ask you this, Marcus. Shout out to the chat. Hit that like button if you're in here. Subscribe to the page. I'll ask you this. Where we are right now, Patrick Williams got off tonight cooking, legitimately cooking the New York Knicks.
Had the first 7 of 9 points in the first quarter.
Patrick Williams took 9 shots. He took 9 shots tonight. So let me ask you this. Are you doing a very similar to the Golden State Warriors addition by subtraction? Would you make a move that subtracts from DeMar, Zach, and or Vooch? It's probably not going to be Zach, to add more shots to your young players?
Definitely. If there are too many parts, any engineer knows this. If there are too many parts in the machine, you got to figure out a way to make this work without so many parts clogging up the machine here. So if it's not efficient, you've got to figure out a way to make it efficient.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Dalen Terry is not getting any tick whatsoever.
Here's the
Marco,
thing.
I can understand it. But Dalen Terry is a little bit of a firecracker when it comes to at least sparking the crowd and getting some energy. And
No, but you know what? Here's the thing for me, right? Like,
if you're gonna suck in the second quarter anyway, at least give me 3 minutes out of a guy that's gonna get something going, get some kind of energy that's gonna at least try.
No, here's the thing for me, right? Like, I get not playing Dalen Terry if you're the team that you're supposed to be.
Okay, but it's on the coach then to realize we're not playing like we should be.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't want my head coach to say 28 games into the season, y'all suck. I wouldn't, right? Like, that's not. Listen, you know what coach did that for us? Scott Skiles. Scott Skiles said they won't listen. I got nothing. Fire me.
Would Phil Jackson have done this? Would Tibbs have been this way?
Phil,
28 games in.
28 games in, no, but you know what? There's a level of greatness there. They've never been without greatness. Where's the greatness on this team? And that's the question that I asked to the chat. That's the question that I ask to you, of course, and to the callers that call into the show.
Yeah, and I got a lot, so let's get
to some of the callers. I want to ask this question though to the callers.
Okay,
where is the level of greatness that is on this team? Is that because you know what? I look at the Orlando Magic. I don't care about the Vooch trade. I don't. Franz Wagner. I like Franz Wagner. He's a role player. Wendell Carter can't stay healthy on the team. You know the part that makes the Orlando Magic have a bright future? Pablo Banchero.
Yeah, no kidding.
Where does the game-changing player step in with this Chicago Bulls team right now? Is there one on the team? Let's go to the calls, bro.
773, you're on. Hello.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Shay, what's going on?
Getting a little irritated.
You think?
Want to say a cuss word, but I'm not gonna.
Don't cuss on here, Shay. Don't cuss on here. Keep it PG.
Because here's the thing. You know, when you've seen a team compete against some teams, even against teams that they lost, like the Golden State Warriors, you know this team can do so much better. I don't think this is a coaching thing. I think this is a level of heart thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's screaming, trade this, trade that. Look here, want to trade helps this team. This team has to look in themselves and say, what am I doing wrong? Spend more time in the gym when it comes to putting your shots up, and spend more time in the film room and seeing what you do wrong. Seeing that if you missed this, if you missed that, because 2 days ago we were competitive. Now we still lost, but we were a little bit more competitive. And as for where does the greatness lie in this, it lies in team development, team camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? It gets to a point where everybody, when they feel like they missed the time, and someone gets scored on, somebody always, I gotta get my get back. Zach LaVine, his matchup just scored on him. Zach LaVine feel like he gotta get his get back, and then that leads to him taking a dumb 3-point shot. If this team would just focus and be like, you know what? It's a long game. We don't always have to get it back in one sitting. Just move the ball and let's stop playing tit for tat, because that's what they're doing. A lot of them are playing tit for tat, and a lot of them are not even looking where they're even throwing the ball. Because let's face it, we had too many turnovers, and I don't think that this team really realizes that, you know, who the hot hand is, unless it's DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine, because they're the stars. Think about it. You said it. Patrick Williams scored 7 out of the first 9 points, and you didn't go to him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Felt like they iced him out.
100%.
They were like,
100%,
the young
Shay.
kids
Appreciate you as always, Shay. Appreciate you as always for showing love, man. Glad you called in as always, man. I wish it was a bing bong night.
All right, let's take another couple calls here.
Let's
We
do
got
it.
4 on the line. 404 area code. How you doing? You're on this post-game show.
What's going on, Marcus? What's going on, Pat? This Q.
Hey,
What's
Q.
going on, Q? What's happening, brother?
I'm down here in Jacksonville trying to make a little dollars. That's all.
Hey,
Get
man,
it.
what's going on in Jayville out here, man? You catching a game down there? You catching a little Jacksonville action?
Just sliding through. Catch what I can when I can. You know how it is.
Hey, man, I mean, are they in
Yeah.
Jayville this weekend, or is there a Duval game going on this weekend, or are they out of town this weekend? I don't even know.
I'm not 100. I know they played Dallas. I just don't. I don't know where. I'm not sure, but I do know they played Dallas.
You might want to catch that game, man.
So-
Trevor Lawrence been cooking a little bit, man. That's the perks of being on the road. Shout out to Q. Q, what's your thoughts on this Bulls game, man?
I'm gonna say the same thing that
They are at home, by the way. They are at home if you wanted to catch that.
Yeah, I'll be gone I'll be gone tomorrow. I'll be back at the house tomorrow night.
Shout out to you.
It's all
Q.
about money, baby.
Keep it running, baby.
I'm gonna say the same thing that I've been saying. Right? You draft Patrick Williams.
Yep.
To me, he's a small forward. He's masquerading as a power forward. Again, without Lonzo Ball, to me, Patrick Williams needs to be your point guard. Put the ball in the young man's hands and let him play from the top of the key.
Let him do that weird waddle dribble that he does.
Yeah, but that weird waddle dribble against Julius Randle, he can get off.
But here's what I'll say,
want
Q.
Pat was the
Here's what I'll say, and not to cut you off. I know we're gonna have a great conversation right here. Can a power forward guard Patrick Williams? Can Julius Randle really guard Patrick Williams if he takes off?
No.
So that's what I'm saying on that end. Can Patrick Williams guard power forwards?
He can guard Julius Randle, and he can hold his own against everybody except for the top.
But here's the thing: Julius Randle is one of the biggest power forwards in the NBA, and he's really a center. But they play what's his name there?
But Pat can hold his own.
Pat can hold his own. So what I'm saying is this, right? Billy Donovan and the Chicago Bulls have not gone to P. Will. P. Will has taken over 10 shots one time this season. I'm not talking about moving on from P. Will because P. Will is bad. I'm talking about moving on from P. Will because clearly they don't want to use him. And I don't want him to be out the NBA.
And see, this is where I'm coming from, right? I watched the game the other night. Hung the TV up and I watched the game. So I'm looking at it from a schematic standpoint, right? So I know that I have two players in DeMar and Zach that basically play one-on-one basketball. One can shoot threes, one can't. If I'm putting the ball in P. Will's hands at the top, now I can run more action on the baseline for both of them while Vooch is the screener. That keeps Vooch closer to the basket. It allows DeMar and Zach to play the way that they want to play, but it also empowers Patrick Williams, right? He's not empowered.
Yep.
Right? When you see Bol play, Bol has been empowered. We'll live with the mistakes, right? But I'm empowering you to play basketball. Patrick Williams is not playing basketball, right? He's such a deferential personality that he's going to defer to DeMar, right? DeMar took him under his wing this summer. That was a good and a bad thing. Why? Because it promotes him to be more deferential. So that's a coaching GM type of, we got to empower you. We have no point guard without Lonzo Ball on the floor.
You bring up such a good point. You bring up such a good point, man, because why did DeMar bring him out to California all summer long and then never pass him the ball when they're in the game together?
Because Patrick is deferential, but that's coaching and GM. That's
they're both on the court. DeMar's the black hole here, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm
talking schematically, right?
Okay.
So even if DeMar is a black hole, right? The same way that Toronto uses Scotty Barnes, right? Even when Fred VanVleet is in the game, a lot of times Scotty Barnes brings the ball up. Why? Because now you can promote that ball movement that you need to get the black holes the ball where they need the ball.
But Q,
right?
this the problem with it, right?
Go ahead.
But Q, this the problem with it, right? And shout out to you, Q, always showing love. This the problem with it, right? Like, if I tell DeMar, hey, there's people open, pass the ball. I can't do an 80s, a 90s Phil Jackson move. What would happen if Billy Donovan grabbed? I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, and Q, you can validate this. What happened when Michael Jordan passed the ball to John Paxson in the NBA Finals? What did Phil Jackson do?
Phil Jackson told him to.
No, not only that, as Michael was walking off the court, Phil grabs him on the shoulder, pulls him close, and says, "Who's open?"
Yeah, but see the difference between, we're talking levels, right? We're talking about Mike, right? This is the whole thing I was saying with Zach LaVine is not a max player, right? Because to me, if you're a max player in Zach LaVine's category, right, and we all can acknowledge that he don't play no defense, well, then that means that for the chat,
acknowledge what now?
You got to be generationally great on the offensive end.
We can acknowledge what now? Q, hold on.
Q, hold up.
Q, run it back, brother. We can acknowledge what now? Zach or DeMar?
Zach is not a max player. Right?
No, not that.
You're not a max player. DeMar's not a max player, right?
You said DeMar can't play no defense?
I'm sorry, Zach.
You said Zach can't play no defense?
He doesn't play any defense. He really doesn't.
I fully disagree with that.
I don't know, man.
I fully disagree with that.
Okay, that's fine, right? But if you disagree with that, right, you still have to be generationally great offensively, right?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right? And so there have only been 2 teams in the last 20 years that their best player wasn't, quote unquote, a plus defender. That's 2015, Steph Curry and the Warriors. 2011, Dallas Mavericks with Dirk. What do both of those teams have in common? They both had role players that played excellent defense to mask the fact that their best player probably wasn't their best defender or a plus defender. So because the Bulls don't have that, right, they don't have those type of defenders. So what I'm saying from a schematic standpoint is, okay, then we've got to play an up-tempo type of game. That, to me, that's empowering Patrick Williams to say, yo, you're the point guard. Again, I keep saying Alex Caruso is not a point guard. So why would you not experiment with that? Now I can run down screens on the baseline. I keep Boots closer to the basket. That allows DeMar to play closer to the basket, and that allows Zach to pop out to the three-point line, and he can get it on the wing by himself, and you can run pick and roll with Boots out of that action. I've got to empower Patrick Williams in order for the rest of the team to kind of come along. Because the way they play is too predictable. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I agree with the predictability. And Q, shout out to you. You know we always have great conversation, bro. Keep calling in. I appreciate the love, bro. I really do. Get home safe from Jacksonville, bro.
Hold it down.
Get home safe from Jacksonville, bro.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Always, man.
Yeah, I think that's a tough thing to try and do.
Well, I mean, here's the biggest thing, right? Like, this is what I'll say, and this is what I've said on the show multiple times. Is P. Will a great defender?
Great? No.
I'd give him great.
Okay.
I would, right? Because when he focuses on that side of the ball, he is. But we want P. Will to do what? I'll say this. I'll give you this. Is P. Will a good defender?
Yes.
That says a lot in this NBA.
Yes.
That says a lot in this NBA, right? Is P. Will a good defender? So here's the thing. If P. Will is the player we wanted to be defensively, we'd be okay. Is P. Will good offensively?
When he gets the ball, when he gets the opportunity.
So now what is the question that you have to ask?
Why is he not getting the ball?
Is this team, and I'll say this, there were a couple of games this season where the Chicago Bulls absolutely went through over 200 in the postgame show. Shout out to that. Where the Chicago Bulls went out to P. Will and they ran plays through P. Will. What happened?
It worked. The offense was moving.
So now, right, here's the thing. Like Q brought up, he's a deferential player. That's not a detriment if I know this play runs through me, but I find an open player. How many times does Vooch have the play run through him, but he finds an open player?
You're right.
I love that. I praise that. I give credit to that.
Yeah.
And I never talk about P. Will in the sense that he won't. I'm telling y'all right now, P. Will is going to be a really good. P. Will is going to be a really, really good player in this NBA. I don't know if it'll be great, but it'll be really, really good. He might be Andrew Wiggins-esque. But what I will say is this. He won't be that if you don't give him 10 shots at a minimum.
Definitely. Yeah, he's going to just wilt away, and then he'll go to another team in another year and probably kill it.
Let's hit the calls, bro.
What's up?
All right. Yeah, this Shannon. I hate to say I told you so as well, Pat, but I kind of did about DeMar. I told you before the season about trading him. You was like, nah, I don't think the Bulls going to do that. They shouldn't do it. You know, he just scored 28 points. I was like, okay, yeah. And then I told you again in the live call, you know, a couple months ago where you and Ringo was in that same room about trading DeMar or bringing him off the bench. Y'all both laughed at me. Why they going to do that? And he just was all-star. And I'm like, y'all ain't saying what I'm saying. He a one-on-one player. And he's taken away from other players. I said this months ago. It's just
Shay, I'll ask you this. Shay, I'll ask you this. What's Michael Jordan?
Okay, hold on.
No. Answer the question. Shay.
I'm going, hold on.
Shay.
Hold on. Wait, let me say
Shay,
this.
Answer the question. I'm with you. Shay, answer the question. What is Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan was a defensive player and a scorer.
I'm 100% with you. I'm 100% with you. What was Michael Jordan on the offensive end?
He was a scorer.
No. Let's talk about what he was. Let's be 100% here, Shay. Don't try to move the goalposts. What was Mike?
Well, wait. First off, this Shannon. This ain't Shay. It's Shannon.
Oh, Shannon. My bad, Shannon. What's up? What was Michael Jordan? What was Jordan?
I don't like how we moving it to Michael Jordan.
I'm just saying. No, listen. What I'm saying is one-on-one does work.
Okay, listen. Let me tell you how it doesn't. Okay, DeMar is a one-on-one player. He's not a playmaker. He's not a good defender. He's not a three-point shooter. That sounds like a bench player to me. Now, when you bring up Michael Jordan, I say, damn, I just said a defender. They are Michael, a defender. Kobe, a defender. That one-on-one player.
You're talking about defenders.
Like he was.
You said he's a one-on-one player on the offensive end. Here's the problem, right? We praised him for being that same player last season.
I never praised him. I thought it was questionable when we first got him. And when he came into he scored 28 points per game last year, I'm like, he got me. I was like, all right, I was wrong. But then when we got into the playoffs, and it showed itself when the Bucks lost they second best player and they still beat the mess out of us. It showed us right there, and it showed us that these last 28 games that style of play don't work with the rest of our players. Now, when I brought up bringing DeMar off the bench, y'all laughed at me. You and Marcus, y'all kind of laughed at me, and I'm like, no, if you really look at it, it's taken away from Io. It's taken away from Pat Will. Dalen Terry, I ain't really too much a Dalen Terry fan, but I can see the hype around him. But it's like it's taken away from our players for some reason. And one more point, we missing Lonzo way more than we want to say because when he was playing, we was peaking at the top. And
No, that's a fact.
And for some reason, I think we kind of curse in a way when it comes to point guards and injury. Because if you really
are we the new Cubs? Are we the new Cubs with point guards, bro? That's how we are.
Yeah, I'm just saying. These same facts, we would go all the way back to Jay Williams. You know, if you really want to be technical.
Hey, we going back to Jay Will?
Man, we
bringing
go
out the
all
motorcycle.
The way back. We already talking about Rose, Nash, Lonzo, and it's just we can even talk about Nate Robinson. He just went Nate a couple years ago. It's just all bad for us.
Nah, listen. We're not cursed with Nate. Nate gave us one of our. Yeah. This is tough. Nate gave us one of our most 2000. Nate gave us. Is that the outside of Derrick Rose game winner? Is Nate Robinson's game versus the Nets the greatest playoff moment we have in 2020 in the 2000s?
Yeah, you're right.
And then you had Nazi Mohammed throwing LeBron.
Nazi Mohammed throwing LeBron down.
One of the greatest
to be honest,
moments.
It's like I grew up in the style where it's like Tom Thibodeau, and it's just so fascinating to see Tom Thibodeau still coaching. Because I remember when we had him, when no team really scoring over 80, 90 points. I'm still fascinated with that. And all it is, I know Tom Thibodeau be looking at the scoreboard like, damn, we scored 120 points and still lost the game. Like, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? Because back then, you couldn't tell. If he scored 120, I'm pretty sure he winning 100% of his games. Because ain't no way you scoring over 100 points on the Tom Thibodeau game.
What was the stat when Thibs was here? What was the stat when Thibs was here? It was like if the Bulls scored over 100, we were like 60.
Oh, man,
we were like 50 something and 80.
They had to change free tacos to be like a lower score.
Yes, because
man, they had to start doing that.
Yeah.
It was like a 9-game stretch where we was holding the teams to like they weren't scoring 70 points on us.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
All right, Shannon. Thanks, man.
Okay,
go ahead, man. Get your last point out.
Last point. Again, DeMar getting traded, and to me, we need a real powerful. I actually agree with the last caller about using him, but we all talking about the same thing as far as Pat needs to get more shots. But using it don't matter how he getting them. Just he needs to get them. But that's DeMar. I don't know. To me, he can go to the bench and we can bring him off in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Do his little thing. You know what I'm saying? To me, if Russell Westbrook can go to the bench and he an MVP player and a top 75 player, he can go to the bench, then DeMar can do it. That's my last point.
All right. We'll see if it happens.
All right.
Take care, Shannon. Thanks for calling in, bro.
I don't see it happening, but I don't, not to say I don't disagree. I don't think DeMar's the main problem, but I will say what Shannon brings up is a good point, where there's not a ability to bench that player.
Yeah.
Like Russ went through 3 coaches before they were like, yeah, you're benched.
Yeah. All right. I got 4 calls on the line here.
Let's do it. Let's go to the callers, bro.
Through them. 219. What's up? Welcome back to the show.
What's good, Pat? What's good, Marcus? This is the boy.
Who we talking to?
It's Jamal, right?
This is Jamal, man.
Jamal, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man. It's been a long time since I've been able to speak with you, bro, but it's good to hear your voice again. I mean, I've always heard your voice because I always listen. But
hey, man, I'm stressed in how you listen.
What's your feelings about this game, Jamal?
Man, it was a pathetic effort for the Bulls, man. They started off really good, and that second half it was like a complete night and day between the first half and the second half. The first half, I was actually kind of like, okay, we're down, but we're not out. We're giving some fight. You know, we're hitting our shots. It's cool. We're not out of the game. The second half, it was like, okay, they just gave up. And I'm just like, what's going on? Like, and even throughout most of the second half, they were down by like 13 points. It didn't become a blowout until like the fourth quarter, in my opinion. You know? But here's the thing that I wanted to talk about. Number one of the best rebounding games I've ever seen in my entire life was last year when Golden State out-rebounded the Grizzlies in the playoffs by 55 rebounds, or they had 55 rebounds. I don't know if y'all remember that game, but that was a game that showed team effort, where everybody said, okay, we're grabbing these boards. Golden State has never been a big team. They've never had a dominant center, but they still understood, okay, we all have to chip in on this. It's pathetic that we only had 2 offensive rebounds in this entire game. And I think the first one came in like the 4th quarter. You know, that's a pathetic effort on me, to me. Yeah, the refs caught the whistle more for the Knicks than they did for us. It is what it is. You can't control the whistle and everything like that. But you have got to play better than this. You can't have 12 shots from Zach. You can't have 14 shots from DeMar. But more importantly, like the previous callers have stated, you guys have stated, you got 2 guys in Vooch and Pat who can play, who y'all, for whatever reason, do not get involved in the offense. Y'all don't post Vooch up like he's supposed. Vooch is such a willing passer. He will pass the ball out, sometimes, in my opinion, to a detriment to himself. He will pass the ball and not be a black hole. You know? And the same thing with Pat. But for whatever odd reason, Pat started off with 7 points in the first quarter. That should have been instinct to them to say, hey, the young buck might be going off tonight. Let's just feed him until he gets tired or until he loses his shot.
The Bulls,
and they don't. They feed him a couple times and then they just resort to him in the corner.
It seems like they don't know how to read the hot hand.
They do not. And I talked to Hayes about this too, because I left him a voicemail a couple of weeks ago, and I said the biggest problem with the Chicago Bulls team, and it can be, you can blame it on coaching, you can blame it on the players, you can blame it on the front office, but as a whole, one of the biggest issues I have with the Chicago Bulls team is they do not know how to go with what their strengths are. We've seen so many times where they've gotten back into games by going inside the paint or posting up Pat or Vooch, mostly Vooch. But for whatever odd reason, they hit a 3, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we're taking jump shots. No, keep attacking in the paint. Let your 3-point shot be your knockout punch. But attacking the paint, maybe DeMar mid-range, that's your jab. That's your body shot. You know, setting them up and everything. And then that 3 ball, when it's hot and ready, that's when you give them that right-hand knockout punch. But for whatever odd reason, they do not do that. And we're not that good of a 3-point shooting team for us to try to just keep shooting outside. Zach had so many times where he did not attack the paint, and I'm like, Zach, they can't stop you, bro. Drive in, keep driving.
How many times?
Get your shot blocked a couple times. Keep driving.
How many times have we seen a 5-on-3 break where we just wait?
We wait. We stop it. You know what I mean?
Wait till we'll wait till you guys get back. Go ahead. Come on.
Hey, Maul, shout out to you for showing love as always, bro.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. The defense ain't calling. Hey, guys, hold on. We're about to run our offense. Come on. All right, everybody good? Y'all got your defense set? Okay, we can play that.
Hey, Maul, shout out to you for always showing love, bro. I appreciate you supporting the channel, bro.
Always. Y'all be safe.
Thank you.
100, man. 100.
Thanks, man. All right. We'll blast through these calls.
Let's do it.
We got 920 area code calling in. How you doing?
What's good, Marcus? For the last 3 shows, you let me close, man. Finally get on a little early.
All right. What's good, man? Certainly not this game. How you feeling? How you feeling about this team?
Oh, man. It would have been better to get a win, but I got to address the Bulls fans to keep looking at this game as fans and not as hoopers. If anybody is a hooper and play any organized ball, they should be seeing the floor. What teams are doing, when anybody touches that paint, they're doubling down and playing a gap defense.
Facts.
For you non-hoopers, a gap is just playing the lane.
Yep.
There's no lane.
That's why Jalen Brunson has so many steals.
They're shading, which means they don't respect our shooters.
Yep.
Which means we don't have to guard you. We're going to double down on anybody who touches this paint. This is why you see Zach LaVine taking ill-advised threes. This is why you see Billy Donovan try to change it up and not play DeMar and Zach. He has to rotate Vooch and DeMar because Vooch and DeMar does not work. The reason why Vooch can't get in the post with DeMar on the floor because the court shrinks. They know DeMar's not going to take a 3, so it's easy to double down and not be able to kick out to DeMar because they know he's not going to shoot the 3. And even if the ball gets through, because people keep saying DeMar is not a willing passer. Yes, he is. But if you're playing a gap defense, there's no lane to pass. So you have to take the contested 2. You got to be looking through this game as not as a fan, but as a hooper.
But here's the thing. Right?
Hey, hold on.
I'm sorry, what you saying?
What's who we shouting out right here, bro? Shout out to the caller. What's your name, bro?
It's Big T. This Big
Big
T,
T,
man.
what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Listen,
man. I'm always commenting and all that, man.
Listen, Big T, appreciate the love, brother. You know I hoop out here, bro. I was playing ball right before this game, 100%, right? Legit. Me and Jay literally was hooping before this game. We fat though, so don't worry about it. But here's the thing. As a hooper, let's have a hooper conversation, right? You play the inside out. You play the inside out. You work the ball back around to DeMar. Even if DeMar makes that pass and they're playing the gaps, the problem is that they're rotating on the defense.
Who's your knockdown shooter, Pat?
Who's your knockdown shooter? This is the thing.
Who's the knockdown shooter? We the lowest volume shooting 3-pointing team in the league. Why?
No, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. But the thing is, are we getting open? Are we getting open shots on the 3-point line?
Yes, we are, and they're passing it up for the dribble drives, and teams are.
And that is my problem, and that is my problem with it, right? Like, here's the thing: we're getting these open looks to Goran Dragic, to Zach LaVine, and they're passing it up for the dribble drive to get down low and kick it out to what? DeMar DeRozan, who's taking a contested mid-range shot. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
And that's my point.
When you're speaking
DeMar for what he has to do, he knows nobody's going to take that shot.
But the problem is,
you got to look at the game within the game.
No, I agree with you. But the problem is, right, that doesn't mean don't do ball movement.
But the ball is moving. Why does it find his hands back in DeMar? Because nobody has that aggression. Nobody is confident in their shot. And we keep blaming Billy Donovan for the schemes that he's putting out. But the schemes he's putting out, he's trying to put the best lineup he can to figure this thing out. But when you have non-shooters, it shrinks the court, which means doubles comes easily. The reason why Zach LaVine looks horrible, the moment that man touches the paint, he knows the double is coming. There's no lanes to get it out because he knows there's no knockdown shooters. How many times did Alec Caruso have his defender go under the screen and pass up the shot? Why would if you respect anybody, like if you're a hooper and you go under the screen or you shading off of me, that's disrespectful.
No, it's mad disrespectful for sure.
Out there.
But what I will say is this, right?
People saying that we need a point guard, Lonzo Ball. What made Lonzo Ball special? Lonzo Ball played off ball if people don't remember. The only time he had the ball was on fast breaks. What made Lonzo Ball special is at a high volume clip, he shot the 3 ball at a 43%. We have nobody doing that. If I throw the stats out there to you, it's going to baffle you. We have nobody other than Zach LaVine with more than 1 3-point made in the game.
No, I agree with you. I'm not even saying from a hooper standpoint you're wrong, right? But I think the thing is, right, that what gets you to open shot, and the thing that I've seen is who's the guy that you know can knock down the shot, which to me is Zach LaVine. I know he can knock down a wide open 3-pointer. There's many times where DeMar DeRozan,
his game is predicated on getting to the rim, getting in a rhythm. When you see that ball getting that bucket as a hooper, you know, man, the less of them that hoops looks big. He can't get into the lane, which is his bread and butter, to use his athleticism. So our I'm with Billy Donovan. It should be Arturis and Acme. I mean,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Out there is trash.
No, I'm with you 100% on that, right? But the thing to me is, right, like I've seen Zach LaVine pass up the shot that he gets initially, move the ball around, and get the shot that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. As a hooper, right? The shot from the spot that you know you can make it versus the spot from the shot that is open, how does that feel?
But he's coming off a leg injury. You got to understand that. His confidence ain't back yet. It's going to take him a good half of the season to get that confidence back. So what we need to do is how we lost this game tonight is on the offensive rebounders. We need to get on the phone.
Well, that's different.
See if Celtics want to get Blake Griffin up. We need to get a secondary rebound, or Billy Donovan has to figure out if he want to play Tony Bradley and Vooch or Andre Drummond and Vooch. We have to switch it up. But it's all on Eversley and Arturis to switch up this lineup because it clearly does not work. He might have to get rid of either Green or fucking, excuse my language, or Derrick Jones Jr. because our power forward position is our weakness.
Hey, listen. Shout out to you, bro, because literally Jay is sitting over here. He got off camera because he wanted to drink more. But he literally just said, we have no power forward. So, yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you. Hey, man, we got to keep the calls going. Appreciate the love, bro.
You guys, I thank you.
Thanks,
Marcus, you ain't let me close, but I just hope I got my point across so you Bulls fans can stop looking at this game as fans and as hoopers and understand the game within the game. And Billy Donovan is not our Blaine, it's Mark. And speaking of our tours.
All right.
Well,
all right. Let's
we'll
keep
see
it
how
going,
you
man.
do by the
We
end
got
of
what
the
we got. We got.
season.
Hey, listen, we're gonna cut it off at the 1 hour mark, but we got 5 minutes left. Let's go. Let's run through them. Let's go.
Okay. All right. We're going to go 210 area code. We got 60 seconds with you. Tell
Hey,
me.
Mark and Pat, I'm going to keep it short, man. Hey, I just want to say what's up, man. I've been watching the Bulls since Reggie Theus. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
this Marvin? Marv, you in the building, bro?
This is VO, man. I called
VO.
last time. I talked with
What's
Mark.
going on, man?
I asked him about Kevin Durant. What's going on, man?
Let's do it. Let's do it. What's your thoughts?
I'm going to just be real quick, man, because everybody kind of took a lot of time, but I'm going to just keep it short and sweet because I know y'all are going to understand. We need a floor general.
Yeah.
When you got two dominant scorers like we got, you need a floor general to regulate, get them the ball when they need it, wear the ball when they need it, make sure they don't have the ball too much, have them run the offense, run the fast break like it's supposed to be. We ain't ran a fast break since Lonzo left. There was a reason why we were the number one team in the NBA, because we had a point guard that was regulating how much DeMar had the ball and how much Levine had the ball.
I would disagree on that in the fourth quarter, but through most of the game, yes, I'm with you. But on the fast break, 100%.
Like on a fast break, if you watch DeMar, will go into post-up mode instead of just going to the basket. You know what I'm saying? And when you got a real point guard, he'll just go. It's a 3-on-1, like 3-man weave. You run, get the layup. You don't run and then run a post up and do anything like that. That's why I said you need to maybe see what Utah might do for Mike Conley. You know, try to get a floor general. They need a floor general there so it can regulate the ball out of those two guys' hands. Otherwise, we're gonna keep having what we see every night, guys.
All
I
right.
agree. I don't disagree with him. Let's keep it rolling. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you.
All right. Let's see here. Going out to the 708.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. What's up?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, this is Corey real quick, man.
Corey was good.
I'm calling into the show.
Yeah.
What's going on, Pat?
What's going on with you, brother?
Hey, real quick, man. Guess what I would like to have on this team? A real power forward that gets more than one rebound.
Yeah, we keep talking about that.
I'm gonna make it very short and sweet. Everybody is mentioning P. Will needs more shots. Last time I checked, if you're a power forward, get your butt down there and rebound, get some rebounds, put the ball back up. He stands at the 3-point line way too much for me. I need a power forward that's gonna be powerful. Let's give P. Will some shots. P. Will, get your butt down there and act like a power forward and rebound.
Earn it.
I don't hate your take, bro, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Is that a 2022 power forward?
We're gonna reinvent it.
Dude. Okay, so one rebound a game? What is that?
One rebound a game. Now let's be 100%. How many does P. Will average per game?
One rebound.
How many does P. Will average per game?
4.
What? 6? 4? 5?
P. Will is about 5 rebounds a game. I'm not saying that you're not wrong, that he shouldn't be down there more, but that is also a small ball lineup. That is the style of basketball that the Bulls have chosen.
Yep.
Well, listen, somebody has to rebound, man. If you got this dude in there, he doesn't score. He doesn't rebound. He's a defensive player. Number 4 pick overall, I don't want you to be a defensive player. I don't like the dude at all. Didn't like the pick. Not a fan.
All right.
So,
hey, thanks for weighing in, man. We appreciate you calling. Thanks.
All right.
We're gonna we got time for I got 3 calls on the line too. Damn.
Keep it going, bro. Keep it going. Get through the callers that's on there.
All right. Caller, how you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on?
What's going on, guys? Hey, what's going on, guys?
What'd you think of this Bulls game? What's on your mind?
I actually kind of agree with the last 2 callers as far as we definitely need a floor general, and I just want Pat to play more like Javonte. When Javonte's out there, he's bringing energy, he's rebounding, he's hustling. Like, if we can get Javonte's mindset and Pat, he'll be a better player. And as far as
the point guards go, like having a floor general, we need one.
Yeah.
I like Dragic. I like Ayo. I like Kobe. We need somebody to get us in the fast break. Like Zach strives off having a good point guard like Lonzo. The reason why we drafted Kobe and why we kept saying last offseason, we need a point guard, because right now it ain't looking too good.
Definitely not.
I don't disagree with you. I think the tough part about it. Shout out to you, bro. What your name was again?
Eric.
One more time.
Eric.
Eric. Shout out to you for calling into the show, man. Appreciate the love, Eric. I don't disagree with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. The biggest difference in the Knicks and the Bulls right now is point guard play. It really is.
Yes, sir.
It's point guard play. You know what I mean? Like I did the crossover on Locked On Bulls with Alex Swift from Locked On Knicks, and he was like, yeah, having a point guard is the biggest difference. So I don't disagree with you. But you know what? There's a part of me that says, would stars on other teams say it's okay to take 12 shots?
No.
Marcus, would you ever see LeBron take 12 shots?
My last question would be, as much as I love Caruso, do we really need to keep him?
I'll say this: the offense moves better with Caruso out there because Lonzo Ayo is a combo guard. I know Bulls fans don't want to believe in this, but I swear I watched a lot of. I don't even watch a ton of college basketball. I watched a lot of Ayo at Illinois. He's a shooting guard that can pass. He is Zach LaVine.
Yep, and I don't know why we keep getting those guys. That's why we got Kobe, and then Kobe was supposed to be the point guard for some reason.
He's a better passer than Kobe was, but you're not wrong.
Hey, caller, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Take care. All right, we're gonna go. You still got time?
Keep going, bro. I'm with it. Keep the callers coming.
All right.
I want to hear from the people, man. The people are pissed tonight, and I'm right there with them.
Oh yeah. So 773. You're on the show. How you doing?
Hello.
Yeah.
What's good?
Hey, what's up, Pat?
What's going on with you, bro? Who this?
This is false. I just had to post my own rant video too. These Bulls, they're driving me crazy, but kind of an off-topic rant. But I was like, kind of what the Bulls need right now.
What?
I was watching a video earlier about how I think maybe like in 2010, Michael Jordan had to play a game against Charlotte. He went against the first team and he busted their ass. That's the
I did see that. Was that the who? Not Kid Gilchrist. It was what's his name? Steven Jackson. Or no, Steven No, who am I thinking of? Who was buddy that just did the interview? Good Lord, he just did it on do the podcast with Matt Barnes. Steven Jackson. Am I tweaking on that?
Yeah.
No, it's not Steven Jackson.
I know what you're talking about, but it's just like I don't know what the Bulls need right now, but there's just no fight in this team, no spirit. They have no heart, and when you got no heart, you're just going to get punked out there on the court. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right,
100%. I'm with you.
All right, and last caller. Last caller of the show. How you doing?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, hey Pat, you said this Bulls team reminds you of the Golden State Warriors. So, who is the Monte Ellis that needs to get traded so they can become the Golden State Warriors? They can become that sort of team. Who is
DeMar DeRozan
that needs to go?
DeMar DeRozan, and it sucks to say, right? But here's the thing: when you have a player that takes that much of your offense up, when you have a player that takes that much of your shot percentage up, right? It is DeMar. Zach is a willing passer, not a great passer. Good passer, not a great passer, but Zach is a willing passer, right? So for me, it's DeMar DeRozan. He's the Monte Ellis of this team right now. And I would love to see, not to say I want to see you just get rid of DeMar. I think that point guard play makes a big difference in that, right? Like when you look at it, DeMar is a 3 on this team. Zach is a 2. So the point guard should literally just be, I should pick you, depending on the situation we're in. But we don't have that right now. We don't have that right now.
Yeah,
so for me, DeMar DeRozan is that guy.
Right, facts. Yeah, I think that too, and I agree with the other caller where he was talking about he don't think Pat Will is like a power forward. I don't think he is either. I think he's a small forward, and and they shouldn't have never got rid of Lauri Markkanen. But they shouldn't never got rid of him.
All right.
If you see, if you see how he has been playing in Utah.
Yeah, but that's 2 years later, man. That's 2 years later. I can't.
Hold up. Let me ask you this. Let me ask the caller this. Let me ask the caller this. Why did we get rid of Lowry?
We got rid of Lowry mainly because he was like always kind of injured and stuff.
So let me ask you this: if we had gotten to the 4th year of Lauri Markkanen and he had not played 60 games in the NBA season, would you have been okay with us giving him $100 million, which is normal for somebody off of their rookie contract to get based on the next 5 years?
No, I wouldn't. And you're right on that. And
that's all I'll say. And not to cut you off, you can finish your point, but what I'm saying is we got rid of Lowry based on what he was at the time, not what he was going to be. Right. It's not because of talent. I told y'all, I said on the breeze, Lauri Markkanen is one of the best power forwards in the NBA when he's dominant. The game or 2 games after I said that, he dislocated his shoulder trying to play dominant.
Right. Yeah, and it's like now everybody's talking about now we need a power forward. Or we had a power forward. I think he would have fit perfectly into Vooch. I keep hearing people say we need a power forward. We had a point guard. We had those things. Lonzo got injured. That was our floor general. And the power forward that I think that would play good with Vooch is Lauri Markkanen. But I'm not gonna like Pat. In the last about year or so, you've been wrong about a bunch of different things.
We're fans. We're always
wrong.
Hey,
listen, bro. Listen, talk to me. Listen to me right now. I know. You're not telling me nothing I don't know. You want to? I'll say this. Look at my top videos views wise. I be wrong sometimes. I be wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm not gonna sit here like Stephen A. Smith. I'm not gonna sit here like what's buddy that was the opposite Stephen A. Skip Bayless. I'm not. I will never do that to y'all. I will 110% tell you when I was wrong. I have a video right now. It has 32,000 views on this channel. It says the Chicago Bears will be the most dominant team in the NFC. I was wrong.
You know what? On my feed is Devon Dotson is the answer to the Bulls' problems.
Well, first off, Marcus, we don't need you chiming in trying to tell us what I was wrong about. Shut up, Marcus.
It's okay though, because you're still funny and you entertaining, so it's cool.
That's the thing.
Keep up the good work,
Bulls
man.
fans gotta understand. Thanks, man. Thanks for calling in. And that's the thing I think Bulls fans need to understand is the drama is the show.
Nah, but for me, this is the thing, right? I don't pride myself on being wrong. Those are my biggest videos, but I don't pride myself on being wrong. But the thing is, right, I'm basing it off of the expectation that the players have set. Zach LaVine set the expectation that he was going to be continuing to grow based on the player we saw. DeMar DeRozan set this expectation based on breaking Wilt records.
Yeah.
Wilt Chamberlain records. Those aren't broken every day.
No.
Vooch set this expectation based on the center that he was in the NBA. I'm not saying that I'm not wrong. I will never say that I won't be wrong because that is the sports talk game. Marcus, you've been in it for a long time, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm going to I can't be 110% negative on my team. I just can't. I don't have the ability. I will see the best in people until they show me the worst in them.
But This has been going on for a month, man.
I don't. Hey, look. You see why I came on it? I don't disagree. We look awful.
Yeah.
We look awful. We look like a joke of an NBA team. We look like the worst NBA team in the league tonight. We did.
Because we are. I really
Relax. I won't go that far.
Okay, I want to play something from you from a month ago. Okay, and
you got a clip of me from a month ago?
No. It's from something else. It's from.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
We got this is fair use because we got 2 microphones on. So here you go.
Let's do it.
Something's going on here, because you can't play like you can't have the days off and play like you did against Denver. Then say all the things you say after the Denver game, talking about how you're not worried and how everything's going to be okay, and then say all the right things, and then have this game. That just it's. Listen, man. I found a way to sneak through Vanderbilt, but I know 2 + 2 is 4, not 5.
Yes, sir.
And something's not adding up here.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I will. I agree. And you know what? What makes it 5? In your opinion, what makes 2 + 2 = 5 right now?
It's the motivation. I don't think it's there. I would.
So your beef is Billy.
Scrubs try their hardest to at least cut it close. Other than this,
so your beef is Billy.
No, you can't coach motivation. That's a player thing. You got to want it. It's plenty of lottery picks out there who just didn't have the heart and ended up on the bench after year 2.
So where's your beef with this team right now? 3 years into Billy Donovan's regime.
Accountability. Look, man, you pick up a check and when you take it to the bank, there's full value on that sucker.
Yeah,
it's $215 million. There's $215 in the bank. Okay, when we pay a ticket to the Bulls game, it's $200 plus whatever it happens to be.
Yep.
I want full value, whether that be entertainment. Show me a dog that can catch frisbees, do whatever. Okay, fine. But I expect full value, and they're not giving full value right now. They're not giving even what their expectations need to be. When you look at something like this and you look at our scores, and you look at that plus minus and it's -31, -23, -23, what are we doing? What is that game? Everybody on the team sucks today?
Yep.
Come on.
And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a plus. I will never be a plus minus advocate because of how far out of whack it can go outside of the realm of hockey. It's a hockey stat.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a hockey stat, right? Like it's a stat where
who's gone off and who sucks.
Yes.
And right now we all suck.
100%. But when you see a bunch of -23s,
that ain't
that wrong.
An inspiration number I'm looking for, boy.
It ain't that wrong. You know what I mean? Hey, Marcus, we got any more callers on this mug, man?
No, that's it, man. The Bulls.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. We got some issues to talk about. We got some struggles that's going on. We'll talk about them as we continue on with the channel. But we in trouble. We got to keep it going, man. Marcus, close us out, man.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for calling in today. We had probably the most successful Bulls post game after the worst debacle of a game that we've had all season. So shout out to the Bulls fans for at least keeping it real and making this channel continue to be the only place that talks Chicago sports. How Chicago talks. Until next time, we'll see you, everybody.